it's Richard here from Eurovision Ireland, and today I'm joined from Richie Anderson of BBC Radio 2. How are you?
Hello Ireland, it's Turin calling. I am full of adrenaline because it's Eurovision Day and I'm so excited. And this is my first ever Eurovision, so I just love walking around the city, and you can feel like there's something in the air. You look at all the green lampposts and they've all got Eurovision flags hanging from them, and it's just such a good atmosphere. Everyone's got their flags, everyone's got their t-shirts on, and I kind of feel like for me, this is like a religious experience. Like, this is like my pilgrimage to come to Eurovision, and it's just so friendly and so much fun. I'm so excited to be here.
So this is your first Eurovision on the ground, so what is your first Eurovision memory for TV?
Oh God! So I remember as a 1996, I would have been. I know it's hard to believe I was born, but 1996, I would have been 9, and I remember coming back to my auntie Jackie's house, and she had this music competition on, and I remember Gina G coming on in her sparkly gown, doing ooh-ah just a little bit. And for me, as a little gay boy who was getting into the Spice Girls, it just spoke to me. It spoke to my soul, and I kind of felt like Eurovision reached out to me on that night and pulled me in. And that was that wasn't Ireland, was it? 1996. Norway. And I remember it just reached out the screen and pulled me in, and I kind of felt like this is the thing I need to be a part of forever. And I just love all the music, all the costumes, all the sass, all the drama. And for me now, Eurovision is like my Christmas. Like the week building up to Christmas, you know how you feel like, because obviously I've been working all week, but you know, like the week when it's building up to Christmas Day and you're there in person but you're not there mentally. I've been like that at work this week at Radio 2. I've been there, but I've just been thinking about Eurovision. I've been thinking about Sam Ryder. I've been thinking about Chanel from Spain whipping her hair around. That's all that's been going through my head. So this is like my Summer Olympics. Strictly is my Winter Olympics. Eurovision is my Summer Olympics, and I just can't wait to see who gets the gold medal tonight.
And you said just before we started you went over to the Huntsman pub last night where a lot of the Irish are gathering.
I did.
And you bumped into Brooke. How was she feeling?
Oh no, I didn't. So I went the night of the semi-final, so it was the Thursday night, and there was the Huntsman pub. I love how I come to Italy and the first thing I do is go to an authentic Italian bar called the Huntsman pub.
To be fair, we've been hanging about in a Scottish pub called the Owl Sky, so to be fair, we've done the same thing.
I know my mum rang me about what have you seen when I went to the Huntsman pub, the Red Lion. But no, we went in there and lots of people had their Irish flags draped around them, and everyone was gutted when Brooke went out. But I felt like she brought it, didn't she? She brought the kitchen sink, she had the choreography, she had the vocals, and it kind of felt like the air had been sucked out of the room when Brooke went out. I was gutted for her, and everybody was in the bar as well. But she's done amazing, and she's done herself proud. And although she didn't get through to the final, she's a winner in our eyes. So if you're watching this, Brooke, we bloody love you, girl.
And to be fair, a lot of the upbeat songs didn't qualify this year.
I know. Can we have a moment, please, for Albania? Hello, we're being filmed by someone behind us. Hello. How are you? Okay. This is Eurovision Ireland.
Hiya.
Hello. Hola, are you Spanish? Oh, I thought you said hola. Buongiorno, Italy. We're excited for the Eurovision Song Contest. Good luck to Sam Ryder tonight, and everybody tune in to Eurovision Ireland. Show them some love. What a channel they are. It's my first ever time in Turin. It's such a beautiful city. We're absolutely loving it. And vote for Sam Ryder. Come on, the UK. Anyway, we were talking about the semi-finals. I'm so excited. This is what I love about Eurovision. It's so fun. It's so friendly, and things like this. You just meet so many people. So you asked me, sorry. The semi-finals. Yeah. Albania. What was that all? She was amazing. The hair whipping. She was grinding against half-naked men. I mean, you cannot buy that kind of showmanship. She brought everything to it. Israel, I mean, he come out with all the sass and the dancers and the choreography. I was shocked by some of the results. I'm glad and happy for everybody who went through, but I felt like we lost a few absolute bangers. Do you know what I mean? I feel like Albania was tailor-made for that. Imagine when she started whipping her hair tonight, people would have come busting to glitter in that arena. And Israel as well, losing to Israel. I'm gutted for Israel and Brooke as well, but hopefully they can come back again in the future and do their thing.
Now, massive fan favourite, obviously on Thursday in the pub where we were, was San Marino.
Do you know what? One of my favourite ever acts is from San Marino, the freaky queen of Eurovision. Do you remember Senit, who did Adrenalina? So I like San Marino. This year it's a bit calmer, isn't it? After last year we had Flo Rida, we had Senit's amazing wig. Yeah. They had the turning table. This year it's a bit calmer, San Marino. I like it. It's fun. I think, in amongst all the bangers, you need a few calm ones. It's a bit like on a night out, if you're having your vodkas, you need a water every now and again. So I feel like San Marino's like the water, but I mean that with love because we need water to live. So yeah, I like San Marino, and it's one of the countries I want to visit. I want to go to Rimini in Italy and then go out and see San Marino. So hopefully they can win it one year. Whether it's this year, I don't know, but wouldn't it be amazing to see the Eurovision Song Contest in San Marino?
Now, obviously you've been working here. We noticed on Twitter yesterday you're dressed up as a spaceman. Zoe Ball's had you dressed up as a bumblebee before as well. Have you had any favourite costumes or?
Can we just talk about the Spaceman costume? So I put it on in London, and there's a little green fan inside of it. So I remember, because people are like, oh, you're going to be in Turin, it's going to be hot, but there's a little green fan which obviously inflates the costume, and it keeps you cool, like it blows air up your shirt and up your armpits and that, so you feel really cool. So when I put it on in London, I was like, oh, this will be fine. Obviously, Turin, it's 30 degrees. I was like a melting wax candle inside that costume. You know, like the little window, it was steaming up. I had to like do my windscreen wipers. Like, it was so hot inside that costume. And ironically, spacemen wear those costumes for oxygen. I was losing oxygen inside that costume. However, that's the price I'm willing to pay for Sam Ryder, because we need to vote for our boy with the long hair. So although I lost oxygen and probably took a few years off my life, if it gets him a few votes in North Macedonia, it was worthwhile. But that's the favourite costume, Spaceman, favourite costume.
So obviously you've been putting costumes. If you could put Zoe Ball into a costume, what would you do?
Oh, what would I do? Do you know what? I'd kind of get my own back. I'd bring her out to a very hot country. What's the hottest country in the world? And I'd make her put on that Spaceman costume, and I'd say, look, you know what, this is what I did for the cause for Sam Ryder. But Zoe Ball, she's so beautiful and so glamorous. I feel like she could put on like a bin bag and still look beautiful. She's one of those people, like, we start the show at 6:30 in the morning, so I arrive, you know, pre 6 a.m. as to Zoe Ball, and I often look like I've been found. Do you know what I mean? It's like, Richie, have you slept in the bin last night? I was like, no. But Zoe Ball comes in like a princess every day with her hair flowing. She's so gorgeous, she's so glamorous. So I kind of feel like costumes work with me because I got the big teeth and the glasses. Like, I can make anything look fairly comical. Whereas she's like, thanks for laughing at that. Whereas she's so beautiful and so angelic and like a princess. I feel like it would be lost on her a bit because she'd still look really glam. I think it's funny on me because, you know, not only am I dressed as a bee or a spaceman, you got the big teeth and the glasses as well to add to it. And you should have seen me in lockdown as well, when I could have a haircut, hair, teeth, glasses. I look like a Guess Who character. So if I had to dress Zoe Ball in any costume, I just think she'd look too glamorous and gorgeous anyway.
Brilliant. So before you became travel reporter on BBC Radio 2, you started off in local radio, West Midlands, am I correct?
I did, yeah. So as you can tell from my accent, I don't know if my accent creeps a tiny bit. I'm from the West Midlands. So I was on BBC Radio WM. So I left university in Leeds, where I studied. It's hard to believe I've got a degree. I've got a degree in colouring in. No, I'm joking. A degree in journalism. So I left Leeds, and then I did work experience at WM. And it's one of those things where I went in for a week making the tea and helping out around the office, and then 10 years later I was still there. I think the boss was like, wasn't he meant to go 10 years ago? But no, I was still there, and I kind of did everything at WM. You know what it's like in BBC local radio. It's amazing how you kind of start by answering the phones and you do a bit of producing, then you go out and about reporting, then I had my own show, which was amazing. And it was probably one of the best 10 years of my life. Like, I love the West Midlands. I think my heart will always be there, and when I got the job at Radio 2, I moved to London, and London's an amazing, beautiful city, but I just miss home so much. So I've recently moved back towards the Midlands, so I'm an hour away from the Midlands and an hour away from London, which means I have to get up at 3:30 every morning, hence the bags under my eyes. That's why we've done the interview here, because of the lighting, to try and hide the bags under my eyes. But I just want to be closer to the Midlands. That's where my heart always is. It's just such a beautiful part of the world. And of course the Commonwealth Games are coming to Birmingham later on this year. And hopefully BBC WM, which is a fantastic radio station, will be all over that. And I feel like they taught me everything I know. Which, I know, I say that, everything I know, what do you know? But it was the best 10 years ever.
So was it hard leaving BBC WM to go to Radio 2?
Yes, I think they were chuffed. No, I'm joking. No, I think, how can you not, like, Radio 2 is, for me, it's the radio station that I absolutely love, and it's the radio station that my family has always listened to. So I remember when I was offered the job there, I was like, oh, is this a joke? Can I get it in writing, please? So although, it was tough to leave WM because I've been there for 10 years, but you can't say no to Radio 2. You know, I'm working with Zoe Ball, I'm working with Ken Bruce, who's out here, Mr. Eurovision. It's just such an incredible... I honestly feel like a professional competition winner. I do, and I'm still waiting for someone to walk in and be like, okay, you've had your run now, get out. And I'll be grateful, because honestly, every day I walk through those doors at Radio 2, I'm like, how's this happened? How is this? Have they made a mistake? Is there somebody called Richard Anderson who was meant to get the job, and there's been a mistake in HR, and I'm here because it's just such an incredible place to work, and there's such a. Have you ever been to the Radio 2 building?
No, I haven't.
There's
I don't know about John.
No.
There's such a buzz in that building. So to be there every day, it's an honour. I'm working with Zoe Ball, who was like childhood hero. We used to watch her on Live and Kicking, and now I work with her every day, and she's amazing, and I learn so much from her and Ken Bruce every day.
So working with legends. So obviously tonight's the big night. Taking Sam Ryder out of the picture for a minute, do you have any other favourites?
Yes, I'm going to take out Sam Ryder through gritted teeth because obviously he's my favourite. We want him to win, so vote for Sam Ryder, come on Ireland. I like Chanel. So Chanel is representing Spain with her song Slow Mo. And she's got the cat suit on, she's swishing her hair around, there's fireworks, I feel like I'm at a Guy Fawkes night. She's got the backing dancers, she's singing, she's up, she's down, she's kicking her legs up, she's in the air, she's shaking her behind, she's on the floor, she's kicking her leg up on the floor. Chanel, I feel like they've had a creative meet in Spain and nobody said no to anything. Like, yes you can do that, yes you can do that, yes you can do that. And I was in the arena last night for the jewellery show, and the reaction to Spain, it was kind of like watching like an A-list pop star do their final song at the end of the night, like the big encore at the end of the show. Like everyone was on their feet, and I personally, if I was the singer, I mean, I don't know, I could represent Ireland one year, I am available. I wouldn't want to go before or after Chanel because she's bringing everything. I also like Estonia. I mean, when I first saw the Estonian one and he was doing the cowboy country singing, I was a bit, oh, what's going on here? Is this one I'm out for a drink? And then he's working the stage, and he's getting the audience involved, he's playing an instrument, he's jumping down I thought he was going to jump in the water feature at the front of the stage at one point. I was like, calm down, you're not in Magaluf. But he was just incredible, and again, he was one which the audience absolutely loved. I loved, you might have to help me out, Lithuania, sparkly gown, her hair's gorgeous.
Monica.
Monica, girl, you are working it, because it's simple but effective, and she has got that crowd eating out the palm of her hand. Like, it's one of those performances where nobody's talking in the audience. Like, she has got everybody on their knees in a chokehold, hanging on her every word. So I liked Monica. I liked France, actually. I liked Romania, who went first. I liked, who else did I like? The girl, is it Armenia with the post-it notes?
Yes, Rosalind,
darling, you were fabulous. When she turns the staging around, then she bursts out the back of the wall. So I like Armenia. I feel like I'm going to miss somebody out who I really liked, and I want to give everybody... Italy, Mahmoud was brilliant. I mean, that's one of those performances as well. I mean, I know we're in Italy, so it's the home boy, but again, he was singing and everybody just went into a trance. I mean, at Eurovision, because it can be so upbeat and feathers and sparkles and everything, I think to be able to get the audience to fall silent and just be like, wow, for a moment is not an easy feat. Ukraine's brilliant as well. He plays, is it flute?
Ooh.
Yeah.
He plays an instrument. There's singing, there's rapping. It's a really beautiful song, and I think with everything going on at the moment, it feels really poignant. I think the song's about his mother. Is that right? Whoever wrote the song's about his mother, Stefania. Again, just a really beautiful song. I think it really showcases the culture of Ukraine as well, which is absolutely beautiful. And there's one more that I want to mention. It'll come to me in a minute. If I remember it, I'll shout it out. But there was one more as well. But they're all brilliant. Oh, Moldova. Moldova were incredible as well. Moldova were absolutely fantastic. Another one that was just really fun. And Serbia, Miss Serbia. So the hands, the clapping, I mean, she was fantastic. And again, it's just one of those where the audience are involved. This year could go anyway. It could go anywhere, and I can't call it. I mean, Sam is just one of many fantastic acts this year, so you're in for a treat tonight.
So one final question we ask everybody.
Yes.
What's your favourite cake?
My favourite cake is, can I be really boring?
Yeah.
A Victoria sponge. Again, it's a bit like Monica from Lithuania. You know, it might not be the most jazz handsy and in your face, but it does what it says on the tin. I like a bit of jam, I like a bit of buttercream, and it's nice. You can have it in any occasion. You can have it in the winter, you can have it in the summer. So I'll have a Victoria sponge any day of the week. And thank you so much, Eurovision Ireland.